Can't sleep? Struggling with the jaw pain, headaches, ear and eye irritations? Gracious. You know that TMJ is a small joint, but man, it can cause big pain. It can spread through the eyes, the ears, the throat, the mouth, the forehead, the tongue, the throat, the neck, even the shoulders. At its worst, you know, it can even go down right the way through the body and affect your hips and your feet. Just from the TMJ, the jaw. Hi, I'm Sarah Gowans, massage therapist and craniosacral therapist at Blossoming Me. Today I'm talking to you about the temporomandibular joint, our TMJ or our jaw. Symptoms when it's out of balance there are a multitude of them. Cheek and jaw pain, difficulty chewing, teeth grinding, neck, shoulder pain, clicking jaw, and having that all out of place, so causing restricted movement, locking, popping. It can even have deep ear pain, ear aches, eye aches and irritation, dizziness and headaches. Wow, when you get that jaw going, it can really be painful. Where is our temporomandibular joint? Right here, on the side of our head, just in front of our ears. It's the jawbone. If you put your fingers on your cheeks, you'll feel where that hinge is. That's your temporomandibular joint. And it connects our jawbone to our skull. Really simple, but as I said, it can be really painful when it's out of whack. So it's the mandible bone and the temporal bone connecting. So bringing the connection of our jaw into our skull. And there are four main muscles that work in the TMJ. So let me just bring this so that you can actually read it. We've got the medial and the lateral pterygoid muscle. We've got the masseter and the temporalis muscles. So the masseter joins the zygomatic arch and the mandible just here, and the temporalis is actually quite big. If you put your hands on the side of your head, you'll see you've got a fan with your fingers. That gives you an idea of the size, and it comes from there all the way down, joining also into the mandible, the temporomandibular joint, joining the mandible bone. The pterygoids, both of them, are internal muscles, so they're harder to reach. You probably want professional help if they're tight or irritated. These are our chewing muscles, our muscles of mastication. They bring our jaw forward and backward, and they rotate the jaw, so you use them all the time, constantly using them. They're the hardest working joint in our body. And what happens? And we use them when we're chewing, swallowing, speaking, smiling, crying, and even breathing. We use them all the time, from birth all the way through all our whole lifespan. They're working all the time. And why do they go out of alignment, get tight, they get irritated? Simply, you can imagine, because they're being overworked. They're being overworked. They also can be a problem when you get stressed and you start clenching your teeth, clenching your fists. Your whole body can get tight, and the jaw is one of the strongest muscles in the whole body as well. And wow, it can get really tight when you start clenching those teeth because you're stressed. So posture can put it out of alignment. Even particularly while we've been working at home over the last couple of years, more than we were before, if we haven't taken the time to get a good ergonomic setup, you're looking up, you're looking down at your computer screen, that can send our jaw wacky as well. When you're chilling out on the couch, if you're not conscious and aware of how you're sitting, that can put your jaw out as well and really tighten these jaw muscles. You know, a really good way to check if your muscles are tight are the masseter muscle in particular is quite superficial, so it's quite towards the outside of the face, and you can feel it if you're pinching your cheek. You want to go along the line here, gently pinch, because they can be really painful if they are tight. But pinching will tell you if it's tight. If you're getting a really good amount of cheek, it probably isn't so tight. But if you can't get much cheek at all in those fingers, it could be very tight. Things you can do for yourself are actually more pinching, but keep it gentle, rubbing it, and working right into that joint. That will help to release the temporal and the masseter muscles. That can be really good to let those just give them a bit of space, help them unwind, and just help them to release the stress that you might have been feeling. Even taking some deep breaths can help the whole body relax. You know, if you just focus on reducing and releasing your jaw, your whole body can relax more. That's how impactful our jaw can be. If you're slouching on the couch, you might also notice that your tongue is not sitting on the roof of your mouth, tucked in behind those top front teeth. When it's not in that position, it can actually stress the jaw more. And so if you can adjust your posture, even just sitting up straight, you'll notice that your tongue is quite likely to come into that natural, more relaxed posture of being at the roof of your mouth, tucked behind your teeth. And so that's what you can do to help support your jaw muscles and help really take some stress out of your whole body just by reducing what's going on in your jaw. And so I wanted to thank you for joining us today. Even though we're not together physically, we are connecting, and I'm sending you all my positive thoughts so that as you watch, whether it's live or replay. So thank you for tuning in. And if you'd like more information, if you have any questions, please comment below or send us an email or a text. Thanks again for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you in our future Facebook Lives. Thanks for tuning in today.